Hi, guys.
Hey guys,
Welcome back to the Girly Hour.
where we solve the world's problems from our couch.
I'm Emma,
And I'm Shannon.
and today we're going to be solving your color analysis. Woohoo! This is one of my favorite topics. I love talking about it. But before we get into that, let me tell you all that I am coming to you from the mountains in Banff, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I'm literally staring at them right now.
How has snowboarding been?
It has been absolutely beautiful. If you are from anywhere in the Ontario area, it's a sad life over there. Our snow is our snow is not snow. It's man-made, it's partially ice. The snow out here, there is so much powder. So yesterday, or sorry, 2 days ago, we did Sunshine. Yesterday, we did Lake Louise. As a snowboarder, I personally...
Sorry, interrupting. What is Sunshine?
Sorry, these are the parks, what they're called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the big three out west here are Sunshine, Lake Louise, and Red. And they call them the big three. So you can get passes that are like ski big three. We have the icons, so we get a certain number of days at the big three.
Cool.
Yeah. So Lake Louise is definitely better for snowboarders. Sunshine Park it had a lot of runouts, which was great exercise.
What is a run out?
Just like a flat piece of land that you just have to gain speed and hope to God that you get to the other side. Otherwise, you better pray that you have a ski friend. So thank God Catherine pulled me along. Thank God she likes the exercise because she was pulling me along like a 2-year-old. Heavy 2-year-old.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's more for skiers than snowboarders.
I would say. And so I had a couple people in my messages on Instagram, because I've been posting, saying that, Lake Louise is a little bit better for snowboarders. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. No, it is. It is. But still, it's been absolutely stunning. Just being in the mountains, I can't even describe the amount of joy it gives me.
Oh, that's so good.
So
just like when you look out your window and you see mountains, it's like, as an Ontarioan, it's like overwhelming.
It's phenomenal. It's so beautiful. And the way the sun shines on them and the way they're everywhere. You look around and they're everywhere. It's beautiful.
And they're so big. Like, we don't have anything like natural that's that big. And it's like your whole skyline. It's crazy.
Yes, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And if you think about Blue Mountain or something like that, they have maybe, I think it's under 500 meters of elevation. I think it's like 300 meters. It's nothing. It's
okay.
sad.
What are you doing here?
I think we did 1,500 meters.
Okay. Yikes.
Maybe more. We went to one in the top. So we were up on the ski lift. We're getting to the top. Shannon, I kid you not, we were in the clouds. We were approaching the clouds.
Scary.
I could see them, and then we were in them. It was crazy.
Okay, so I do have a question from watching your stories.
Yeah.
To ride up, like the ski lift, it's like an enclosed, warm, cozy thing that you're in. It's not like the ski lifts I'm used to.
Some of them. So there is the gondola. So the gondola is enclosed. Okay. It's lovely. Yeah. It's like it's quite a long ride. You have enough time for maybe a picture or a drinky poo.
Well, I saw like someone had their boots off, and I was like, oh, that gave me anxiety. I was like, what if you get you got to get off? But
yeah, no, it
must be a long ride.
It's quite a long ride.
Okay.
And then there's a new chairlift at Lake Louise, and it has like a bubble that comes around you. So it blocks the wind in front of you, and heated seats.
Oh, magical. Do you pay extra for that?
No, it is included in the extremely expensive membership.
That's amazing. Oh,
but yes,
it has been much fun.
Thank you. It has been so, so beautiful. So nice. Aww. And we have so much more to come. So I'm so excited. I'm snowshoeing today.
Oh, fun. I've just been here alone. Oh, to come home. No, I did. I will warn you. I took down all the Christmas stuff. I know, sorry.
You know what? This is good
Okay.
for you, though. You need to tell our
Why?
listeners when you would prefer to take stuff down and when I would prefer to.
Well, technically, like the 12 days of Christmas is done like January 6th, so that's usually when you should take it down. But Emma would love to keep it up till like March break.
And Shannon would love to take it down on Christmas Day.
No, I would not. No, I do love the tree. Okay, so this is what happened. That you were correct in that. I took down all of the Christmas stuff and I left the tree up for a while, and then I took the tree down because I do love like having like the nice tree in the corner with like the lights and stuff. So,
Yeah, the
but
tree's
like all
vibey.
of like the Santa's gone, get out of here. It's not Christmas anymore. Bye. So Emma and I have very different taste in Christmas decor. She loves like Santas everywhere, and I would rather
Yeah.
just have I would rather just have greenery and seasonal things that will like last into January, February.
And in my opinion, everything lasts into January, February, including Santa.
But okay, so I took down the tree. Guess what I found?
What?
Dino.
Oh my God, I hid him in the tree.
You did
And I
in the
guess he
ribbon.
fell. I hid him in the ribbon.
Yeah, I ripped out a ribbon and he went flying across the room. And I was like, oh my God, Dino.
Yay.
So me and Emma, we have this little tiny dinosaur. And I had originally done it with like a previous boyfriend that I lived with prior to moving in with Emma. And we would hide it on each other and then you find it. And of course, I was like sad for my breakup. And Emma was like, let's do this. So she continued this whole like hiding the dino thing. And we've been doing it ever since. So our entire friendship. Sometimes we forget about dino and like I'll hide it and then I forget where I hid it.
Yeah.
And it's missing for months. And then we'll be like, we'll tell our friends
And then
like,
we're both
hey,
searching.
you can find it. Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyways, I found Dino. I don't know how long ago you put him in there, but
yeah, it's been a little bit.
yeah.
We also have an army man now, which I don't think you found him. Oh, you must have if you
No.
put the decorations away.
Oh no, did he go away with the decorations?
Yes.
Where'd you hide him?
He was on, so we have a front doorway table. We have a couple of items there that have flowers in them, a little pot.
Oh, is he in the bouquet? I didn't put the bouquet away.
No, he was in the little bouquet.
Oh, then he's packed away.
He's packed away.
Until next year.
Packed away.
Whoops. You hid him very well.
It was a good hiding spot then. It was right at the front door. I can't believe you never found it.
Yeah. I do want to say this will excite you. So you know how I love The Traitors, the show?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So the US one just dropped.
Ooh.
And you will love the cast.
Tell me about them.
Gabby from The Bachelor.
I watch her TikTok.
Nailed. Yes.
Yeah.
She's in it. She's like for the girls. She's so good in it. Who else will you know? Oh, from your show, Tom Sandolva, the one with the big.
Oh,
yeah.
Sandoval?
Did I say his last name? Yes, that. He's in it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the girls were like, "Oh, we know who he is. We're not talking to him."
Absolutely.
And then Bob the drag queen.
Oh my gosh, love Bob the drag queen.
Yes. And then there's like a bunch of housewives that I don't I don't know because I don't watch it. And then they have Survivor and Big Brother people, which I don't think you'll know, but Boston Rob and my all-time favorite Big Brother player, Derek. He was a cop when he first did Big Brother. Now he's retired and he does like podcasts and stuff, but he's on it and I love him. Anyways, it's a good cast. You're going to watch it with me when you get back.
Absolutely. I can't wait to eat a meal and just watch an episode or 5.
Yeah. And then do you remember The Hills and like Laguna Beach? Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember Spencer Pratt?
Of course. His house just burned down.
Okay, so you've been seeing him on TikTok.
I have. I'll tell you the news, Shannon. You don't need to tell me.
His chaotic TikToks are so good right now. Like, did you see the one where he was like, please stream Heidi's music so we can make some money? He's like, you can put it on mute. I don't care.
Like, Oh my God,
So
that's
good.
amazing.
And then his one where I think this was like the most viral one. He's like, everyone said that I was like this poor guy and that I had no money and blah, blah, blah. And now that my house burned down, everyone's like, screw you, you're rich. He's like, so which is it? Like, so
I love that. I think I only saw one of his. It was pretty unhinged.
yeah, yeah. There's one where he's just like laying on the wet sand on a beach and like rolling around and talking. And
Oh
then
my
he's like,
gosh.
I'm just trying to get a minute so I can make like 5 cents off this.
Oh, you know what?
So,
It is really sad that these people have lost all of their stuff. Like that's
yeah.
so many people are displaced. They have
Yeah.
families too. They have kids. They have husbands, wives, parents,
I couldn't
whatever.
imagine losing all of our stuff right now.
No,
Yeah. So, anyways, that's the news. That's not really interesting news, but I knew you would get it. So,
I get it.
thank you to everyone who's been listening and for those who have been like messaging us and telling us about, your thoughts and feelings around first our resolutions episode and then our dating apps episode. So a lot of good advice coming from the dating apps people saying that like, they had better experience with putting more natural boring photos, I would say, like sitting on their couch in their sweats. One of our listeners said that the guy that she matched with, he said that he liked her photo where she just looked relaxed and chill and not like her like, going out photos and stuff like that. So he was like, I was able to see that like you're like a real human. So note that for anyone creating dating apps. And then a lot of people in our comments talking about how they're not really doing New Year's resolutions this year either. I think everyone's just like burnt out from like everything that's been going on in the world. And a lot of people were really liking the vision board or word of the year as something to go by instead of making like strict resolutions/goals. And another listener said that they like the word goals better because it's more tangible and something that like they have control of, where they think the word resolution gives them less control for some reason. Like just the word itself, it's like, this will resolve. This is a resolution. It's like going to happen. Whereas like goals, like they can control it by like working towards it. So anyways, just some feedback from the listeners. I don't know about you, Emma, but I feel like we're going to have to do like a whole episode talking about what extra tips people have given us regarding our topic.
I totally agree.
Yeah. So we'll compile it. So keep messaging us. We're listening, and then we'll compile it and do a whole episode on everything that you guys have been telling us, because we're solving problems together.
That's it. From our couch. All
With
day,
you.
every day. Mm-hmm. So guys, before we get into this episode, we have to let you know that we actually had to record this twice. Almost 3 times. So the first time was just, I don't know what happened with our little microphones, but it was not understandable.
It sounded like we were underwater. Yeah.
And 5,000 miles away.
Yeah.
And then the second time, it went into the abyss of the internet and got lost there for a certain amount of time.
Several days. And then it got recovered.
Yes. There may have been a mental breakdown or two in between. Cannot confirm or deny. Yeah. And it's so sad because this, again, color analysis is something that we both love talking about and sharing with other people because it's so important and we love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get into the episode, I do want to mention, I wish I had gotten my colors done well before I had bought so much of my snowboard stuff, because everything I bought was black and everything's black. And I'm like, why? Now I'm trying to switch things over, but again, not made of money. So when I go out and buy new things for snowboarding, I'm trying to like get them that in colors that are in my color wheel. So yesterday I went out and I did get a new buff, and it is so cute. It's like tan and white, and I'm showing Shannon right now. How cute.
Oh, cute. So
and
cute.
Still, it doesn't have all my colors, but again, it's more in the house, you know? Just looks cute, makes me feel good. And look good, play good is what they say. So, okay, so let's get into today's problem, which is the color analysis.
Yes, your favorite topic.
It's one of my favorite topics.
Yes.
Along with shrinkflation.
Honestly, like if you didn't feel like talking and you're hanging out with Emma, all you'd have to do is bring up color analysis and you'd be set.
I have so much to say about it. It has changed my life so greatly.
Totally.
And it all started, honestly, with you.
Yes.
Right? Because you got this done first.
Yeah.
And obviously, this is not a new thing. Like,
no,
our moms were doing this in the, way back whens.
Yeah.
Not that far, Mom. In just the sort of back thens. But you definitely got into this first and showed me a new world.
A whole new world.
So can you please tell us how you got into this and how you got me into this?
Okay. Well, it always comes back to TikTok with us.
Always.
Yeah, I was just watching this girl talk about color analysis on celebrities. So she was showing, celebrities dressed in their colors and then when they're not dressed in their colors. And it was like crazy how different it was. I couldn't like place what it was. You could just tell that they just looked better in those colors.
Right.
And so I went to her page and she offered doing the color analysis for you. Now, mind you, this was during COVID. So there was no real option to like go in person at the time.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a pretty good option. I paid for my package and all I had to do was take pictures of myself with colors. Like she gave me the certain colors I had to take pictures of myself in and just kind of drape them like on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that. It took me a while because I was like, that sounds awful. I don't feel like taking pictures of myself.
Yeah.
My nightmare.
Finding the right lighting and
yes. I did have one of those circle lights. No, what are they called?
Ring light.
A ring light.
Same.
Because I was really into taking pictures of my plants at the time and I needed a ring light.
Follow Shannon on Plantadice. Seriously, her Instagram, plant Instagram.
Yeah, but I don't update it anymore.
Okay.
I still have plants, but so I had a ring light, so I was able to take pictures of me with these colors, and it's really funny. You'll get the joke later, but I needed to do brown, and I did not have a single item of clothing in my closet that was brown.
Wild.
Now looking at it, crazy. And like to me, whenever I saw anything in brown, I was like, ooh, like dirty.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it was. So I had to go into the basement and get one of those blankets, like those indigo blankets you get at Christmas time.
Yeah.
That was brown and wrap it around like a freaking scarf and take the photo. And I'm sure I still have the photo. We could probably post it on our socials.
Oh, I think we should. so the listeners can see.
It's just me like serious, just with like this blanket wrapped around me.
Never thinking it would go anywhere ever.
No, ever. Never. So yeah. And then it turns out that is my color. I am a true fall or autumn. And so the best colors on me are like warm colors of fall. So like you got your greens, your oranges, your reds, and your brown.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that black and white are not my colors, like to stay away from them.
No.
And like that's so frustrating because every other type of like fashion information you get is like get your basics, get your black and white t-shirts and
exactly.
Always like black and white, and they never go out of style, black and white. And so I was constantly buying black items and white items. Like I'd see a white, like a crisp white tee on the person in the like the photo online shopping and I'd be like, oh, she looks so good.
Yeah.
And then I would get it and then I would look like I was dying, like I was a sickly child in the 1800s.
But that's how you're looking back now.
Yes.
Right. And thinking
and then I would never pull those from my closet to use. So I was like spending money on these items that I thought I needed.
Yeah.
And then like it looked awful on me and I didn't know why. Yeah. But it turns out it's because it's not my color season.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. So then Emma saw me, like I started like revamping my wardrobe and I was showing her, I was really excited about it and I was like, see, look at this. So white may not be my color, but like an off-white works.
Like a cream. Yeah.
Yes. So I had these little green shorts and then I had a like blank white. No.
Like a pure white.
Pure white.
Yeah.
T-shirt. No. tank top, and I put it on, and I made you look at me, and I took a picture of it, and then I went and put a cream one on.
Which, like, looking at you in the white, I'm like, oh, you look good.
Right.
But then
I put the cream one on.
Yeah.
And it was just like, again, it was like you couldn't put your finger on it, but you were like, oh my God, you just look so much brighter.
Yes.
Or like healthier.
It like changes your skin and how it looks. Like, I don't know if it's how the light bounces off of it or I don't know what it is, but it is something.
Yeah. So then that got you really excited.
Yes.
And wanting to figure out your colors.
Yeah. And I was wearing whatever clothes I had. And I was thinking, so I have like blonde hair and I would wear black a lot because the black is our favorite color.
Yes. It's safe.
And
Slimming.
Exactly. And I thought, oh, I always look so good in black. I was like, black is definitely my color. I was like, light colors, ew. I look so good in dark and bright colors.
Yes. And I remember you being like, you were looking at pastel colors and you were like, these are definitely not my colors.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I know for sure these are my colors.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'd wear some things and I'd be like, no, this is definitely for me.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So then I had put this off for quite a while because the girl that you found was online. She was overseas.
UK based.
She was UK based. She was super inexpensive when you did it.
Yes. But then when we went and looked, when you wanted to do it, it like had like tripled it.
Exactly. Which was just unaffordable. And good for her, business lady.
Yeah.
She's doing her thing and people need
her.
this. So I kind of looked, well, Shannon looked for me more locally.
Okay. So Emma was trying to do it on TikTok with the filters.
I was.
And we were both looking at it being like, I have no idea. Like we don't have an eye.
Who can tell?
No.
Is it the filters that's wrong or is it our eyeballs?
I think we just aren't blessed with that skill.
Yeah.
Or know what to look for.
Yeah.
So she's also someone who like would really like to do something for herself, but like kind of needs the push to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending on like the topic. So I think for Christmas I was like, hey, I found this chick.
Yeah.
Let's road trip.
And we did.
Yeah.
It was so fun. It was only like 2 hours or so away from where we were living at the time. And this lady was absolutely amazing. So she had options where you could do online or in person.
Right.
And I'm just kind of it was an option to do in person, obviously. And I just kind of liked that better rather than, I kind of lived through Shannon's, try on the blanket experience. And was like,
maybe not.
Maybe not for me. And
good choice.
Yeah. So we did our little road trip and we went there. This lady was so lovely. So essentially you just sit there in front of a mirror and then she puts a white bandana over your head like the Handmaid's Tale.
Under his eye.
Exactly. And you're just sitting there and she just puts these like squares of fabric in front of your face, like under your chin.
Yeah.
And so she's like doing all these swatches, all these colors, like, ooh, this one looks good. Ooh, do you see the difference? And I'm like, no. I don't see anything. I don't understand what's going on. And thank God for her because she's like, okay, well, this is her job. She told me. I wish I could have seen the difference at the time. Now I can.
I think at the end we saw, after she went back, we were able to see that cold colors looked worse on you than warm colors.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm warm, just like you. And turns out black is also not my color. And I'm a light spring.
Yeah.
Which is
pastels.
Like it's light colors.
Light warm colors.
And it's that kind of threw me through a loop. And some of the colors that she had swatched on me, I was like, I literally hate this color. And I think I was just looking at the color and not how it looked on me.
Yeah.
I think I was a little bit more biased in that way.
Yes.
Because then when I came home and I was trying to, find new things that looked good, I think it's really opened my eyes to a different color palette completely. Like
totally. Like when you go into a store.
Exactly. And I feel like I can literally wear any color as long as it's in my, like, as long as it's warm.
Yeah.
And in the light spring palette.
Yes.
Because every color is in every wheel. It's just in a different way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So for the listeners, there's winter, spring, autumn, and summer.
Mm-hmm.
And within them, there's some subcategories. So it's like deep winter, cool winter, bright winter, light spring, warm spring, bright spring,
Mm-hmm.
right? So everyone has like a little subcategory within their
Mm-hmm.
category. So I'm a light spring girly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Crazy,
was
eh?
so cool to learn. And it doesn't, it goes with your clothes, but it also blends into your makeup and all that kind of stuff. Anything that like you're putting near your face, which was really cool.
Yeah.
But we didn't jump into that right away. I think right after that we went to our closets.
Yeah. We started purging.
Yes, but keep in mind too, like I still wear black.
Yeah.
I wear black bottoms.
Yeah.
As long as like by my face I've got like a warm color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like the black jeans that are like kind of faded and distressed and they kind of have brown undertones. Those look really great too.
Yeah.
So we didn't go and throw everything out of our closet. Like,
no,
we're financial girlies.
We're not rich. Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't recommend throwing all your stuff out.
No.
If you love an item and it's not in your color wheel, who cares? Wear the item. It doesn't mean that you can't wear colors. Like, it's funny because like I was really drawn to not my colors.
Yeah.
So like I love like a ridiculous like magenta.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? If I want to get a magenta top to work out in, like it's not the end of the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do you at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, we started going through, I remember specifically going through my closet, like as soon as we got back, realistically. And this lady again was so great. She gave us a whole booklet, like a small swatch booklet of the color wheel.
Yeah.
So I could literally, because again, I couldn't see any of it. I couldn't tell. So I could literally hold it up to something, hold up this piece of fabric and say, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Which is really cool for shopping and stuff. So we went to our closets.
Actually, I think we went straight to the bay after.
Did we? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we went straight to shopping.
We did, because you had started a new position and you needed more like businessy clothes.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. We did go to the bay.
Yes.
And I bought this pink blazer.
Yes.
And it was like guys, it is not like, it's cute. Don't get me wrong. Anybody would look at it and be like, it's cute. But I think very few people would look at it and be like, ooh, I'm going to wear that and wear it to work.
Like that's going to be my next power suit.
Yeah.
No.
But it was like a light pink.
Yeah.
Like not a Barbie pink, just like a light.
Yes.
I don't know
and
how
you
to describe it.
Also bought its sister, which was like a light blue blazer.
Yes. Yes. And I never would have thought that I would have bought these.
No.
And they looked so darn good. And I know you're thinking, oh, a pink blazer at work, you're going to look stupid.
Yeah.
You're going to look dumb. No, because if it looks right on you,
yes,
you are the one that makes it professional or not.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying I'm going out and getting something that's like, I don't know, unprofessional, whatever that might mean.
It's a blazer, people. It's,
yeah.
But you got lots of compliments on it too.
So many compliments.
Right.
Yes.
And that's like not what we live for, but it validates why you choose those items.
Exactly.
Because people are like, hey, like, and sometimes they're just saying, hey, you look really good today.
Yeah.
You look really put together. And it's just because you're wearing colors that go together and like bounce off your face properly.
And again, just how we couldn't put a finger on why something looked bad.
People can't put a finger on why it looks so great.
It's like you just look great. So when you started changing your clothing, it made such a difference.
Yeah.
And now literally all you own so much cream and brown and orange and like think of all the warm, cozy fall pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
You know, all those colors.
Yeah.
And that's what you live in. And you look phenomenal. And it's so different. And now actually I look back at pictures.
Yeah.
Before you got your colors done. And like, again, you look great, but I can tell the difference now.
Yes.
My eyes are open.
My eyes are open. Yeah, I was really trying to disappear in black a lot, but now I just disappear in brown.
Exactly.
Like I've got this like brown. I have this brown like quilted winter coat, and like honestly, off the rack, like just on the hook, it looks like a house coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my friend's husband is like, "Oh, you wore your house coat." Rob, it's fashion.
Fashion.
But I'll just wear like my brown shirt, brown pants, and like my Blundstones, and then I throw that on, and I just look put together.
Put together, yes.
If I threw on a black one, I would look messy.
It would look so out of place.
And even if I was wearing like all black, it would still look. There's people who can wear like monochromatic black, which now I'm realizing it's because it's their season, and they look great and it looks put together. When I wear different colors of black together, it looks bad. Like your eye is drawn to it and you're like, your shirt is like a different black than the other.
Yeah.
But when I do that with brown, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, because sometimes you'll come down for a fit check and you're like, is this too much brown or are these two different? And I'm like, but really, I'm like, no, it looks perfect.
I do wear other colors too sometimes. But brown is now my black. Like it's my safe color that I'm like, when I'm not feeling good, I'm like, I know these like brown tights and this like brown top is just going to make me feel great.
No matter my colors though, I just could not with tights, especially for working out, because this girl's a sweaty girl. I think we already talked about my armpits.
Yes.
Well,
your
everything,
right armpit that sweats more.
Everything else follows suit.
Right.
So I don't know if I could follow my colors for that kind of stuff, but you know.
Yeah. Teach their own.
I digress. But back to our closets.
Yes.
So when after we went shopping, we came home and I went into my closet and I started picking out things that weren't my colors, holding up these swatches,
right,
holding it up to things, seeing if it was my color. And I went to specific items of clothing that I didn't pull for.
Yes.
That I had sitting in there that like physically looked nice on me. And I was like, this is a nice top. I like it.
Yeah.
But like, why do I never know how to style it? Why do I never pull for it? And why every time do I put it on, I'm like, it's just wrong.
Right. And you rip it off and try on the next
Exactly.
shirt.
So there's this one, it was like a white, black, and blue. And now I know it was like a bright, like cold winter blue.
Yeah.
Which is the opposite of me. And it was a tank top and I never pulled for it. It just wasn't happening. And so I compared it to the colors and I was like, oh, no, I know why. Because it just doesn't, there's something wrong about it. So I pulled that out immediately. I was like, I am never going to wear this again if I clearly haven't worn it anyways.
Yeah.
Does not spark the joy. And donated it.
Donation bit.
Yeah. So.
But I think like that makes it sound like you had to pull out the color. And like, obviously when you came back, you were using that. But now when you walk into a store, you are just drawn to your colors that are better for you and you're able to just like bypass all the other colors.
Yeah.
And even if it's like, I think our issue is that we were buying things that looked good on the rack and we like the color or we like the look, but then it just wasn't looking good on us. And then we're having like body meltdowns when we're trying things on at home, trying to figure out an outfit for the night. And we just can't find anything that looks good.
Exactly.
But now we can go into stores and we have this information to help us choose better, I guess.
Yeah.
And not waste our money on clothing that we're never going to grab.
And so let's say you are getting ready for work in the morning or something, or getting ready for an event, whatever the case is, dinner. When you have all or most, right, of your clothes in your color palette, all of that stuff's going to go together.
Yes, it works seamlessly.
Because they're all either warm or cold, first of all.
Yes.
Right? But if it's all in your color palette, they all just go. It's amazing.
And it takes like a lot of brain workout.
So much.
Like, am I Steve Jobs? Like, I can just like go in and just put on the same turtleneck every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. Like, I don't have to think, and like I can have a whole outfit on and then I'm like, oh, I need a sweater before I leave. And I can just blindly go in and just grab a sweater because they are all going to go with this outfit.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And even you and I, like, we are different color palettes. You're autumn, I'm spring. But because we're both warm, realistically things still will go together. So it doesn't really constrict you.
No.
I feel like it gives you so much freedom in what you can buy, what you can wear. Like, I found so much more freedom, like I said, with the amount of colors that I can wear. Because realistically, I think I only wore like black, white, and blue because I have blue eyes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And pink because I love pink.
Right.
But like not a pastel pink.
And gray. Like, we both like
gray.
We tried to wear gray a lot.
What is with the millennial gray?
I know.
In our clothing, in our floorboards.
But I also just loved like a crew neck gray matching sweatsuit.
Yeah.
And I wanted one so bad. And then I got like a beigey pink one.
Yes. Your Aritzia one or something?
Yeah, it looks bomb.
It looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other day you were trying to explain contrast to me, and I didn't understand that, but that's something else you learned about color theory.
Guess where I learned this?
TikTok.
Yeah, so contrast is something that I learned after colors,
Okay.
which also makes such a big difference.
Right.
So contrast has to do with your physical features. So
Okay.
for example, I have blonde hair, I have pale skin, my eyebrows and my eyelashes are blonde,
Right.
and then I have light eyes.
Right.
So there's not really, if you're to look at me, like no makeup on, no nothing, if you're to look at me, there's not a lot of difference between all of those features. I kind of am like
Right.
like a whiteboard, right? Or on,
Don't say that about yourself.
like like there's not much, like the word, contrast between all of my features. Yeah, so somebody with, let's say again, Margot Robbie stuff, like just blonde, everything's white, light. Someone who has super dark hair, super dark skin, super dark eyes, it's just, if there's not a whole difference between all your features.
Right.
So that's low contrast.
Yes.
So then
Wednesday Addams is a high contrast.
Yes. So
she's got dark hair,
pale skin, dark features.
So would that be me? No, what would I?
No, so I feel like you would be medium contrast. So a medium.
Oh, there's a medium.
So there's a medium contrast too.
That sounds boring.
No, it's not boring. Okay, so let's think Jessica Alba. So she has like medium brown hair.
Okay.
She has like brown eyebrows, brown eyes, but her skin is also kind of, it's not super pale, but it's also not super dark.
Okay.
So there's a little contrast,
not a lot.
Exactly. There's some contrast, not a lot. So like you have, the darker red hair.
Do I have red hair?
You have red hair, Shannon.
I think we'll fight about brownie red.
We'll fight about this forever. So you have the kind of darker red hair, and then you do have some like lighter eyebrows, but they're still different, like from your face. But then you have the freckles on your face, which make you a little bit darker.
They make me less pale. They save me.
Exactly. So I would definitely say you're a medium contrast.
Okay. So how does that fit with fashion or like clothing?
Yeah. And then, like you said, the high contrast would be like Wednesday Addams, super, super dark.
Yeah.
With super pale.
Right.
So this, in relation to outfit picking, makes a big difference. So if I am low contrast, the outfits that look best on me are low contrast outfits. So
not a big difference between.
Exactly.
So you're not wearing like a dark thing with a light thing.
Exactly. So for me, a monochromatic look, like a straight monochromatic, does look the best.
Okay.
Yes. For you, having that medium contrast. So when you wear like your brown tights and then like maybe like a cream top, right? It's not black and white, but it does have that medium contrast.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so that's why you look so good in all these outfits too, because you're doing that naturally.
Yeah, because I do monochromatic, but I like have like a darker and a lighter.
Yeah.
Like I have it. It's very obvious that they're not like a similar color.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. And then if we were Wednesday Addams, we would wear like a white tee with a black pant.
Yes.
That's high contrast.
Yes. And so again, look at, even if whatever contrast you are, look at all of them. It's so interesting. Look at these actors and actresses, and they will have blogs up that show them with wearing their colors and not, and the difference. And they will show them with wearing their proper contrast and not.
Crazy.
And the difference is bananas.
So again, it's just like how when we would see the color like the seasons.
Yes.
And we couldn't really put our finger on it.
Yeah.
But with this, it's the same thing. You can't really put your finger on it until you know what you're looking for, which is the contrast.
And again,
I get it now. You've tried to explain this to me like 4 times, and I'm like, I don't have capacity. I don't get it.
Yeah. It makes sense though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I always feel my best now that I know about this stuff, when I'm in a low contrast outfit that is in my colors.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, again, I'm not rich. I can't buy everything. And sometimes I just want to wear something different. And we're going to do that, and we're going to love it.
And sometimes when you're having a freak out trying to pick an outfit, you go to the classic black top jeans. That's just what's going to work.
Literally what I did the other night. And it wasn't the colors that was wrong. It was just me feeling bad.
Yeah.
It was just not a great day.
Yeah.
And so I put on a classic outfit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this kind of stuff can help you like putting together your outfits and having less mental breakdowns.
Yes. And that's one thing that I think changed for me, if anything. And it was, I was always stressing about having to put an outfit together.
Yeah.
So then I was just wearing the same thing over and over because I didn't know how to put an outfit together.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm a master at it, even without even actually being good at it. You know what
agree.
I mean? Like I just can throw things together and I'm like, oh, this works.
Yes.
And it looks good and put together.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't look, I feel like, and this could just be a bias, but I feel like I look less slobbish now.
You know what? Not that I think you look slobbish before.
I put you in a trap there. What will she say?
But I think, yes, even when you're wearing just literal tights, sweats,
Yeah.
your blanket coat,
Yeah.
like you do look, and runners, you look put together.
Yeah.
Like those Instagram models. Where I'm always like, how do they do it?
Could we be Instagram models, Emma?
Oh my goodness. You guys tell us.
We're not
don't lie to us. I mean, lie to us. Be honest if it's nice.
Yes.
Lie to us.
Lie
if it's mean. So I think the moral of the story for the colors and the contrast is, at the end of the day, who cares what we're wearing? You do you for that. But the amount of confidence that I personally have gained and that I think you've gained as well.
Yeah.
Right. And how you look and your ability to put stuff together and your ability to, see what is good for you.
Yeah.
I think that's made a huge difference in my life.
Totally. When people comment on what I'm wearing, and it's like I'm not like a fashionista. It's not like often. It's always like, hey, that color looks really good on you. And then like, my coworkers and people who like I know, I'm like, it's because it's my color. Yeah. And then and then so now like they'll say like, oh, that's your color today. And I'm like, yes, it is. But yeah, it just gives you like more confidence, which is what everyone needs, a little bit more confidence, I think. And compliments. And like, who doesn't love a compliment here and there?
And it's just nice to feel good about yourself.
Totally.
We don't it's 2025. We are not doing things for other people. We are doing things for ourselves.
Wait, is that a resolution?
I think it is.
I thought we weren't doing those. Oh man. Can we talk a little bit about makeup too? Because I know that the color season thing goes into makeup, and that was a big change for you too.
So when we had gone to the girl that I went to get the analysis done, she had also done a little bit of makeup for us. And for me, being light spring, it's really challenging to find things that are appropriate for light spring because it's such light colors.
Yeah.
So makeup wise, like lip things and blush, eyebrows, like it's hard to find light colored things that will go with your skin.
You were always struggling to find a blush.
Oh my God.
You hated all blush. You would just like sometimes just put highlighter on and like a little bit of bronzer and be like, I'm not doing blush because
it wasn't looking right. And I had
these clownish.
I had these beautiful colors. And so back in COVID, I had watched so many YouTube videos. Like I just wanted to get better at makeup. I watched a ton of YouTube, and obviously one of my favorite makeup artists on TikTok is Kayla Nagara. I think it's how you say her last name. Anyway, she's just so great. And she does the wildest makeup, and it's beautiful on her. Like she looks so stunning. She's a high contrast. Like what? What?
So you're trying to copy
and I'm like, oh my God, that blush, that bronzer, that whatever. I'm like, that looks so beautiful. And it does on her. Like what?
So basically, if you're fine with your clothing and you don't think you have an issue there, but you're struggling with your makeup, maybe that's still worth getting your colors done, because Sephora is not cheap. And like, if you're just going to keep buying these blushes that like influencers are wearing, thinking that they'll look good on you, that's a lot of wasted money.
So much. And so much frustration.
Yeah.
It was so annoying. So as soon as I had gotten this done, I found a super light color. And guess what?
It looks great.
I love blush. I am no longer afraid of it. And now that, so with your Project Pan, using things before you throw them out. So I still like used some things until they were done. And then got new things after. So like my eyebrow pencil was
Right.
more of a cold color.
Yes.
And so I buy a warm color now.
It is hard to find light, warm colors in
It's
makeup
hard.
sometimes.
It's so hard.
They always have like the cool light version, and it's like, I want the warm though.
Yeah, I find that with lips too.
And like even I feel like Cover Up
Yeah.
or Concealer. I can't remember which one's which. Cover Up.
Concealer is like the one for here.
I'm thinking Cover Up. Yeah.
Like foundation.
That's it.
Okay. Maybe she's born with it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's sometimes hard to find the warm for light skin. So,
but you know what helps? Not comparing yourself to someone who looks nothing like you.
someone who's high contrast.
Yeah. Look for somebody who looks like you, who's famous.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that is my biggest tip. If you can't afford to get your colors done or contrast or makeup or whatever, go find a celebrity.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's really changed my makeup routine. I've lightened up everything, lightened my blush, lightened my bronzer, lightened everything. And it's made such a difference. I also this year had a little bit of a problem with eye styes.
Right.
The
chronic eye sty.
Oh my God, guys, I have been getting, and it's on both eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know what has been going on. I probably had like at least 10.
Yeah, it's weird.
Within a span of like 5 months.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of eye bumps.
It's aggressive and it was so painful. And I was like, what is going on? And so I'm a girl that's always worn mascara. Or in a previous life, I had eyelashes.
She had eyelash blindness a little bit, I think I would say. They were quite thick.
Possible.
They were quite thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did love them.
You couldn't even
honestly
see her eyes though.
I loved them at the time. I loved them for what they were. They were so convenient.
Yes.
And I didn't have to wear mascara then.
But then COVID happened and you couldn't get them filled in again.
Exactly.
And then people were like, wow, you have beautiful eyes. They've been hiding under these eyelashes.
So once I was getting these eye styes, I had to stop wearing mascara. And I had never not worn mascara to work before. And I was so self-conscious. I felt like my eyelashes, guys, they are not curly. So I have to curl the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And they are so light colored. You can't see them. So I just look like a baby fresh out of the womb. And I am so self-conscious about it. And so I remember my first day going.
Not, but yes, okay.
So I remember going to work the first day that I didn't wear mascara because of my damn eye styes. I tried to hide my eyes by wearing glasses.
What do you think would just draw attention to
I don't know
eyes?
what I was thinking. I was like, please don't look at me. And now I've gotten used to that more because I've gotten so many styes. So I've had to essentially stop wearing mascara as much. But now I've noticed because then everything is even more low contrast on my face.
Right.
I look even more like put together when I have that low contrast outfit on and my face is also low contrast. And that has been a TSN turning point for me. I'll be honest. It's been a hard lesson, but I'm learning it. I'm actively learning it.
See, mascara was tricky for me because I always felt like I looked clownish in it.
Right.
But after I got my colors done, it was like, do not wear black mascara, wear brown. So I went and got brown mascara and I'm like, oh, this looks so good on me.
Yes.
I still don't do the bottom lashes because I feel like it looks very like, here's my eye. I don't know. There's something weird about it. I gotta work through that problem. I'll talk to my therapist. But yeah, but that was a big thing too. And I think you went to brown mascara as well.
Yeah.
Or black brown. Yeah.
Black brown, and I have a brown. And honestly, I wish so bad there was almost like a clear, but like ever so slightly tinted. Like I want more things for like light colors.
Girls.
Like what is everybody doing? I need lighter colored things. I do wish they had like a clear or something.
Like not as brown, just something that gives you because you do have really like blonde, almost white eyelashes. So it's like hard.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if we haven't sold you on color analysis yet, maybe this last part will help you.
This is gonna resonate with 95% of you.
Okay. So not only does it work for clothes and it works for makeup, but it works for nail polish. And if you are a girly like me who would go to the salon and pick out a color that you like, and then they start putting it on and it looks awful, but you don't say anything because you don't want to be rude, and then you go in your car and you cry afterwards and you think, oh my God, I have to do 2 weeks of this and this is the worst color ever. Get your color analysis done, and it might save you a lot of money on manicures. So once I was able to like look online at like what nail polishes are good for us fall girlies, autumn girlies, I have never gone and been disappointed in a color I've picked if I went with my color wheel. And even like the nail tech will be putting it on and being like, oh wow, this looks really good on your skin. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because it's my color.
I think before you were getting pale pink, because like that's what people get. People like pink.
Yeah, I was trying out like oranges and stuff, but they weren't like a warm.
Yeah. And I think a lot of colors that they have at the salon are quite cold.
Yes.
It is
definitely when you're looking at all those little like finger tab creepy things that you got to go through.
Yeah.
I don't love when it's like the fake nail and it's just like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And they all like click together.
Click, click.
I hate it. Anyways, but when you're looking through it, it's all very cold colors.
Yeah. So you really have to look through and find something that's in your house.
The best time was when I went in the fall and they had like a whole fall section of colors. I was like, 20 different browns? Sign me up.
This girl knows what gel nails are now, so watch out.
I know nails. Yeah. So honestly, we are financial girlies. This is all about saving money for us and you.
Saving money.
You put down some money on a color analysis, but the amount of money you save in not buying stupid clothes that don't look good on you.
Throwing them out anyway.
Buying makeup and blush that just does not look good on you.
Yeah.
And crying in your car after the nail salon.
Or if you're a Pisces like me, crying everywhere. The Stairmaster has never seen so many tears. Not anymore though, because I have my colors done.
Exactly. When was the last time you cried on the Stairmaster, Emma?
Oh, should I answer that?
No, you're supposed to strongly say pre-color analysis.
Okay, let's cut that out. Pre-color analysis.
I'm keeping it
in. I definitely want to chat quickly about body, because you got a body analysis done too, right?
I forgot about that.
I meant to ask you that earlier.
Yes. So with my package, she also did my Kibby body type. And from that, I was able to see that I was a soft natural. So kind of like how you were saying, you look at celebrities that have like your same coloring.
Yeah.
Knowing your body type, you can look at celebrities who have your body type. So I can look at soft naturals and see what they're wearing and what would look good on me. But also with your Kibby type, you can just see like they have a list of like clothing that looks good on you.
Right.
So mine is big about waist definition because I do have like a little bit more curve, and like my shoulders are like not wide. I don't know. I kind of forget. All I know is like what actually looks good on me now. I don't remember all the details of like what my type is, but basically I need to accentuate the waist or I get lost in the garment.
Right.
So like a wrap dress that has like the tie looks really good on me. A like shift dress, like one that's just straight and has nothing, like it's like a box, looks awful on me. And that was eye-opening because this was like at the time where like cropped everything was in for a bit.
Yeah.
And I kept buying like the Lululemon cropped sweaters and t-shirts. And so not only were they like short, and I have like a short body, but then they were also boxy. And that just made me look like I was a linebacker.
So again, it's like, oh, I like this on the rack. I like this on the model. Why doesn't it look like that on me?
Right. And you could get it in your color. I was getting them in my color, like some of them.
Yeah.
And like, because I was pulling them out of my closet and I was like, oh, this is my color, but it still looks stupid on me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really informative to like learn that. There's a lot of like back and forth on Kibby body type, right? Like people believe in it, people don't believe in it, whatever. Honestly, whatever works for you. I mean, I will just kind of wear everything, but I was like in a wedding party recently.
Yeah.
And I was able to pick a dress out because I've done wedding parties before and it's like overwhelming trying to pick a dress. I was able to kind of narrow in on a dress much faster because I knew what would look good on my body type. Yeah. Like corsets look great because it's got that waist definition,
You looked like Bridgerton in that dress.
I did.
Guys, she looked so hot. So hot.
I don't know about that, but I did feel very Bridgerton.
You were.
I was like speaking with a British accent. You know, I was a whole new person.
It's a water bottle.
Yeah. So I that's just like a little tidbit. I don't think you got your body type done.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. But body typing is a lot easier to do yourself. I don't think you'd really have to pay anyone. There's like quizzes online you can take, and there's just descriptions of what the body types are. So it's pretty easy to like kind of class yourself.
Yeah, I would definitely want to go online and look at that. But I feel like I do have a pretty good grasp on
of what looks good.
What looks good.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to get into the non-skinny jean. I have them. I do enjoy a wide pant. I wear trousers all the time.
Yes. But when you wear trousers, you have like a dress shoe to go with that.
Yes. And I have to wear a tight top. Because my body is because you and I both were large chested.
Mm-hmm.
So
tell the world.
If we wear like a sweater or something, we can't do the loose on loose. Like those skinny models, we just look like a blimp.
Yes. We have to have, I guess, a contrast. Like we have to have like a
tight on loose.
Yeah.
Or a loose on tight.
Top, tight bottom, or vice versa.
And my body, like my legs are, I don't know, pretty thick.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm short, which is a strange combo. Thanks, mom and dad.
Shout out to mom and dad.
So even when I'm wearing like a wide leg thing, it does look best on me when it's like tighter around the hips.
Yes.
And the top of the leg.
To give you some definition.
Give me some definition so I don't just look like a blob.
Mm-hmm. And that was a really annoying transition because I had a lot of skinny jeans and like loose boxy tops. So then I was like transitioning to looser bottoms, but then I was like, now I have to get tighter tops.
Yeah.
So that was annoying. Also, with your baggy jeans in the winter, you can't wear Blundstones. Blundstones are my life.
Oh yeah, I'm a skinny jean Blundstone girly.
Yeah.
I'll never give that up.
Even a winter boot. Like you got to like pile that into your boot.
It's like we're in grade school again.
I know, it's giving that.
And your jeans are all sloppy at the bottom and ruined.
And remember, they would rip. Like they would just get all ratty.
But then we'd wear it like that, like it was the style.
Yeah.
With our Vans.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Still dragging my feet with that one. But
anyways,
we digress because that's a totally different topic.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got there.
Yeah.
But
I'm thinking that the moral of the story is just whatever is good for you, do that.
Yeah. And if any of these are problems that we've like mentioned to you, maybe color analysis will help solve some of those problems for you and save you some money because we want you to save money.
We are financial girlies. Follow us for more financial advice. That's not professional advice.
Yes. Yeah. Ask your mom before you
call your mom. I called my mom before.
No, I would lie to my mom. She'd be like, is that new? No. Or she's like, did you just get that? Yeah, I got it on sale too. It wasn't on sale. It was $200. I'm not telling her that. Damn, mom's listening too.
It's cheaper than buying two.
Girl math.
If I returned something the previous day and then went and bought that, then
it's free.
Exactly.
Because that money was already spent.
Exactly.
Right. Or when you do returns, you're like, I made money today.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then you can go spend it.
I love girl math.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
But anyways, did we solve colors?
I think we absolutely did. And I think colors will solve your life problems, to be honest.
A color analysis.
Yeah.
You can't say that because the guy I'm dating is colorblind. So I don't want to, isolate him.
Well, he can see two colors, right? It's Christmas all year round. Oh, wait, no, you can't see one or the other.
He does know brown.
Okay.
So that's good. My favorite color.
That's so funny. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, get a color analysis done, whether that is someone you know, if you can pay for it, if you can look at a celebrity online and just follow them in their...
Or maybe you have a good eye and just like not like us and you're able to use those apps to figure out your color.
And bless those people.
Yeah, good for you.
And start a business about it, because there's people like us roaming around.
Yeah, willing to spend money on it.
Exactly. Yeah, finding your celebrity to help with that and following them and doing your contrast and letting this spread to everywhere in your life.
Yeah.
Your makeup, your nails, your clothes.
Maybe not too far, because I did kind of go decor. And that's not necessary.
But possible. It's like she just blends in.
It's like millennial beige now. Like, yeah. So
I love that.
Don't get weird about it like me. Yeah. Just be normal, please.
And you can also do with what you have, right? So if you have 20 black tops, we're not getting rid of 20 black tops.
No.
Right? Just get
rid of the ones you don't really pull for.
Yeah.
Keep the ones that you feel good in. Because on those days where you're like, I can't find anything to wear,
it's a classic.
Yeah.
It's a go-to. And put things that are your colors around your face.
Yes.
And actually, sorry, something I want to mention quickly is that through the color analysis, they also did jewelry.
Yeah.
So I can wear I can wear gold. Actually, I think she told me I can wear anything, but like gold and rose gold is the best because it's warm.
Yeah.
So this can translate to jewelry too.
Yeah.
We're going to switch.
It's life-changing, guys.
It is. It is life-changing.
Now, we have to slow Emma down, though, because she could literally talk for hours about this.
I can. I can go on and on. If you know me, if you're one of my friends listening, or my mom.
My mom was like, why did you keep mentioning me in the podcast? Like, what did I do? I was like, did you not hear the first part of the joke was that you're our only listener? She was like, oh. She's like, I thought I was in trouble.
But now we have Grandma as a listener too.
Yeah, Grandma listened.
Yeah.
And the joke that like my mom's my only listener, we looked at our stats and my mom's currently in another country. So she's our only listener in that country. So technically she's still our only listener. Go. Kind of.
Thanks for listening, Mom.
But thanks to all of our new listeners and thanks to our friends and family for all the support because this has been really fun.
Yeah. So you guys can find us on Instagram, like, subscribe, follow, and share. Our Instagram is at the Girly Hour. You can find us on YouTube as well at the Girly Hour.
Yes.
And
we don't have video yet. It's just straight audio. But if that's what you prefer to listen to things on, you can go on YouTube.
Love YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell everybody you know. And if you feel like you have a problem that you need solving,
let us solve it for you. For free.
For free.
We're not even charging you.
Exactly. You're welcome.
Yeah.
We look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah. Anyways, we will see you guys next week. But until then, problem solved. Bye, guys.
Bye.